Hello, Stuart from Retford Cycling and Walking Campaign again. Today I am on the North Road Estate, and this is actually an example of where Bassetlaw District Council and Nottingham County Council have gotten really well, and according to the developers' blueprints, there'll be really good cycling, walking and bus infrastructure through this estate and then to the Trinity Farm one hopes, when Bassetlaw begin whatever work they need to do for that. So it's not all bad news. And we've also got the Active Travel Fund, which is specific central government money for cycling and walking. And the praise for NCC with BDC is the fact that that will help the 300 plus families, children, workers getting to Elizabethan, getting to their daily jobs, say if it's across the estate or whatever. It's needed, and as said before, we weren't involved in the choice, but we do support it. I don't know what is happening at the moment, but according to original plans, there's going to be a Toucan crossing and modernised LTN 120 infrastructure. And LTN 120 just basically means all the experience gained from Europe and in London is applied nationally. And that matters, because why reinvent the wheel? Anyway, I'm not here to lecture you on technical standards of cycle infrastructure, but this is a great example of where you can have new developments with cycling built in, because if the quality of driving isn't transferred to cycling and walking, then people are not going to use it as an alternative. And I do hope that SIL and Section 106 monies that the council can agree with the developers is spent on developing the canal pathway, helping the canal and River Trust out there. They haven't kept us up to date because for a campaign, obviously we cause trouble in a lawful sense to make a difference for you, the beneficiaries. So anyway, they seem to be doing that. We'll see obviously what happens as that estate is developed. For example, the hedges, some hedges have been kept and some have been removed, so I'm not entirely sure how that complies with planning, but I'm not an expert, just a subjective view. The other thing about the new infrastructure, if it happens down Randall Way, is that it is specifically designed to segregate drivers, walkers and cyclists. There'll be a pathway to the bus stop for the first time, and all that's good because we all then get, if you're on foot, if you're cycling or driving, we all get from A to B as quickly and as safely as possible, which is a good thing because it doesn't really happen at the moment. And we have, safety is the perception as well as the fact, and if most people are put off cycling, taking to cycling, then that has to be changed. You have to change the perception of it, and that means making the environment safer, more welcoming, training cyclists, walkers and drivers to better use the environment more safely. Anyway, the other thing I'm going to talk about next is the Co-op garage and then the new KFC garage drive-through on London Road. But one thing I will note, such if you just notice behind me, there's a cycle triangle there, warning sign, and you need those before for drivers, to warn drivers that they're approaching cycle infrastructure, or people. And people on bikes are humans. Let's not dehumanise drivers, cyclists, walkers or people with disabilities. We're people trying to get from A to B and as safely as possible. And 21 years into the 21st century, we deserve better, because driving isn't a choice for everybody. It isn't for me, it is for others, other trustees, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think, in terms of sustainability, e-cars are great, but then there's the pollution caused by manufacturing those batteries, and the carbon output for that is transferred to power stations, arguably. So we do need to be thinking healthier options, really, to help improve things. Anyway, that's just my view, and thank you very much for your time, and next stop, the Co-op.